Jesus freak here. And even though I'm recording this at about 10:30, it's still kind of dark and gloomy, so artificial light on the other side it is. So this is my order from Trinitarian. And I'm about to get video bombed. It's just a nice packing peanuts. Be careful. Two down, one to go. This will get ready to go out. New Testament in Catalan. Now, I don't speak Catalan myself. I can kind of sort of read it because it is a language in the Ibero-Romance family, but it's kind of an obscure one. It's spoken in parts of Spain and France and in Andorra, and I think it's spoken in a very small part of Italy. In some parts of Spain, it's called Valencian. It's the same language. Pretty basic layout. Old Testament citations. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Old Testament citations are cross-referenced in the bottom. There are some translation notes. And considering that this is Trinitarian, you'll find that there's no question about the long ending of Mark. or of the pericope adultery, or of the Kama Jahanian, because TBS accepts those unquestionably. Revelation 16:5 uses Bayes' reading. See about where my index finger is if it focuses. I don't want to have to get at the manual focus, because doing that by hand with a keyboard is kind of tricky. Type the numbers to do it. But you can see a who is and who was and who shall be. And right at the change of the page, it says who practices commandments, so it uses a majority reading in Revelation 22:14. Now this is a bare bones New Testament, so there's nothing but the text. Now I can't make that kind of judgment call on this, because unlike Catalan, this language is almost completely alien to me. This is a Polish New Testament. As you see, I have not forgotten Poland. This one actually says where it's printed in English, and it's printed in the UK. It's a very old text, a facsimile. And it has chapter summaries, kind of like an early KJV. Now, it seems to have some sort of a double numbering system where paragraphs are numbered in Roman numerals, as well as their usual verse numbering. Now, again, this is a Trinitarian edition, So you're going to find the usual long ending of Mark, pericope adulterae. And even though you can't really see it because the thing refuses to focus. There we go. The Comma Johanneum is there. And I'm not going to even try to find whether it has as who shall be or the Holy One or wash their robes versus do their commandments. It's probably going to have the same readings I described in the Catalan one because TBS is Textus Receptus only. Now this is a little more interesting than those. This one's actually shrink wrapped instead of just slapped in a bag. This is a printing of the 1650 Scottish Metrical Psalter. Now notice the meter spelling is because TBS is operated out of the UK, although I ordered this from their US office. Now, what this is they adapt each psalm so that it can be sung to a common hymn tune. Some of it's kind of clumsy, but in some churches in the past, and even now, some churches, they won't use anything but one of these as their hymnal. They said, God gave us 150 hymns, we don't need anything else. Some of the best hymns we have in the English language come from this source. You see, this version of Psalm 23 is actually pretty famous as a hymn. This version of Psalm 100, I believe it's attributed to a guy named William Keith. Is also pretty common. In fact, it's usually sung to the tune that we call old 100s. Some churches may still use for, praise God from whom all blessings flow. That's why it's called Old 100th, because it's associated with those words. The vast majority of these, although there's some that aren't, are in common meter or ballad meter. And TBS offers this in 3 sizes: pocket size, regular size, and large print. This is a regular print one. Now, when I finally get up out of this chair, I'm going to take care of this box. It ain't going to stay here. still got some other stuff coming, but I ain't gonna unbox that because no one's interested in that. But there's my new stash. Jesus, freak out.